From its very beginnings, music has been the soul of Asbury Park. You are about to experience memories from people who have made, observed, and participated in the city's rich musical heritage from the 1930s through the early 70s. First, you'll be transported to the West Side during the height of its musical era. You'll visit Cuba's, Big Bill's, and experience a typical Saturday on Springwood Avenue. Listen carefully, and you'll hear music from the street corners, from the clubs, and from the churches. Such sweet harmony and hot jams. Next, it's the beginning of rock, and anything's possible. As you cruise the circuit, the ocean breeze brings guitar riffs and pounding drums from the Student Prince, Mrs. J's, and U2 is driving to the fast lane in a station wagon. The engine's revved, and we're off to the roots of rock in Asbury Park. Let the stories transport you back in time.
From where the parkway, you get up the parkway to come to here, on the weekends, the cars will be lined up from that exit of the parkway down here, bumper to bumper, all day long on Saturdays and Sundays just to get into this town, okay? On the west side, completely the same, but like from Highway 35 to Main Street in Asbury Park was a completely self-sustaining area. Bars, music, stores, black enterprise, everything.
Springwood had the stores, they had, you know, the butcher shops, the grocery stores. You didn't have to go to any, like now we go to the supermarkets and all. You didn't have to do, you did everything. Everything was on Springwood Avenue. Clothing stores, shoe stores, music, every block there was music coming out. There were a lot of bars, you know, and taverns, and you couldn't walk down the avenue without hearing all this music.
It was electric. It was just music everywhere, and it just filled the atmosphere on Springwood Avenue. It was just a joyful place.
Welcome back to The Extra Point, covering Boylan, the Mac, and more. I'm Mike Udaya-Kumar.
And I'm Matt Pritchett.
Now, I know everybody's very anxious to talk about the teams that are really doing well, but let's go ahead and take time out and talk about the bubble teams. The teams that maybe get in, maybe they don't, depending on how they perform in their conference championships.
And you know, but you know, you also have the Phillies. Even though they dropped Oswald, they still have a Holiday.
Definitely.
But I feel like when it comes to pitching, there's also the defense behind the pitching. But like you said, it's Sabathia for the Yankees.
That's the best part of the game, pitching. So.
New rules and regulations are made to clean up the air. Monmouth University hosts a show to promote diversity and learn about two students' extraordinary spring break trips. All of this and more right now on Hawk TV News. I'm Dan Villanova.
And I'm Olivia Salata. The American GI Bill, which aids U.S. Army veterans in going to college, may be getting a change in the near future.
Anyway, we now send it over to Tara Mangold, who has the latest in keeping fit and healthy. What do you have for us this week, Tara?
Welcome back to another edition of Toning Up with T. Today, we're going to discuss one of the essential food groups to incorporate into your diet.
We now send it over to Anna Chamberlain, who's going to tell us about her very special spring break trip to Ireland. Anna?
Hello, everyone. I hope you all had a relaxing and wonderful spring break. This year, while most hit the beaches or headed to the Caribbean, I went to a place that was a little less sunny.
Hello, and welcome to Academic Audit. We are back from break, and we are ready to start poking fun at pop culture. So let's take off the kid gloves and start fighting bare knuckle. It's time to start the auditing.
So, 2012 has been delivering some hard-hitting blockbusters. First, we have 21 Jump Street. This movie is well-written and has a lot of laughs. Also, Channing Tatum actually acts in this one. The movie...
Okay, thanks, Chris. Well, we're going to take another short break. And while we're trying to settle this out, we'll be right back, so keep your cheeks on the seat. We'll be right back after this.